There's a 10-minute window every single night where your eyes either repair themselves or quietly take damage. And here's the part that surprises most people. Over 60, you're far more likely to be wasting that window without even knowing it exists. Not because of anything dramatic, not because of bad genetics, but because of one ordinary, completely overlooked evening habit that almost everyone has, including, very possibly, you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what that window is, the one common mistake that ruins it almost every night, and 3 specific foods that may help support it. Foods almost nobody talks about in this context. No fluff, no filler. Let's get straight into it. Quick note before we start. I'm not a doctor, and this video is for educational purposes only, not medical advice. Everyone's health situation is different, so always check with your own doctor before changing your diet, habits, or routine, especially if you're managing an existing condition. With that said, let's dive into. Here's something almost nobody explains properly. Your eyes don't just shut off when you fall asleep. For roughly the first couple of hours after you drift off, your retina enters an active repair cycle. Waste products get cleared out, fluid levels rebalance, and damaged cells begin the process of regeneration. Think of it like a maintenance crew that shows up every single night, right on schedule, but only if the conditions around it are right. Here's where it gets more important as we age. After 60, that maintenance crew works noticeably slower. Blood flow to the retina naturally decreases. Oxidative stress, the gradual damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals, builds up faster than your body can clear it. Which means what you do in the hours leading up to that repair window matters far more than most people ever realize. Before they even get started, for most people over 60, without knowing it, it's the second one. And here's exactly why that happens, and exactly why it's so easy to fix once you actually see it clearly. Picture a very normal evening. Dinner wraps up around 8 or 9 p.m. Maybe there's a small dessert afterward, or a sweet tea, something comforting to end the day. An hour or so later, you're off to sleep. It sounds completely harmless. But here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. A heavy meal, especially one loaded with refined carbs or sugar, causes a spike in blood sugar right at the exact moment your body is supposed to be winding down and preparing for repair. Repeated night after night, year after year, those blood sugar spikes place ongoing stress on the smallest blood vessels in your body. And your retina happens to depend on some of the smallest, most delicate blood vessels you have. This isn't a one-night problem. Nobody damages their eyesight from a single dessert. It's the pattern, repeated quietly for years, that slowly adds up. And the good news is, patterns are exactly the kind of thing we can change. So what actually helps? I'm going to walk you through 3 specific foods that may genuinely support your eyes during that nightly repair window. And they have something in common that almost no one ever connects to eye health. Stick around, because the third one might surprise you the most. Before we get to the foods themselves, one quick foundation point. Try to give your body a buffer of 2 to 3 hours between your last meal and the moment you go to sleep. That's the entire fix, and it's genuinely one of the easiest changes you'll ever make in your evening routine. It sounds almost too simple, but here's why it matters. This buffer gives your blood sugar time to settle naturally before that nightly repair window opens, instead of forcing your body to fight a sugar spike and repair your eyes at the same time. Now, here's what to actually reach for in that window. Apricots. These small, golden fruits are one of the richest natural sources of beta-carotene, a plant compound your body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A isn't optional for your eyes. It's directly involved in producing rhodopsin, a pigment inside your retina that allows you to see in low light. If you've noticed your night vision isn't what it used to be, or that headlights at night feel harsher than they once did, this is exactly the kind of nutrient gap that may be playing a role. Here's how simple this is to actually use. If you can find fresh apricots, just wash them and eat 2 or 3 as they are, no preparation needed at all. If fresh ones aren't available, dried apricots work just as well. A small handful, about 6 to 8 pieces, makes a perfect evening snack. You can also slice fresh apricots into your salad or chop dried ones into your morning oatmeal if evening isn't your preferred time. There's no wrong way to do this. The goal is simply getting them into your week, however fits naturally into your routine. Mango. Mango brings something slightly different to the table. It combines beta-carotene with a meaningful dose of vitamin C in the same fruit. That combination matters because vitamin C supports the tiny blood vessels feeding your retina, while the beta-carotene supports that same low-light vision pathway we just talked about. It's essentially two eye-supporting nutrients working from two different angles in one sweet, satisfying fruit. To use it, simply peel a ripe mango and slice it into cubes or strips. That's genuinely all the preparation it needs. Eat it plain as an evening snack instead of a heavier dessert. Mix it into a bowl of plain yogurt for a quick treat, or blend it into a simple smoothie with a little water or milk if you prefer drinking it. A ripe mango should give slightly when you press it gently near the stem. That's how you know it's ready and at its sweetest. Butternut squash. This one tends to surprise people the most, simply because nobody thinks of squash as an eye food. But cup for cup, butternut squash is one of the most concentrated sources of beta-carotene you can eat, even more concentrated than many fruits. Preparing it is easier than most people expect. Cut the squash in half, scoop out the seeds, and either roast it in the oven at a moderate temperature for about 35 to 40 minutes until it's soft and slightly caramelized, or peel it, cube it, and boil it for about 15 minutes until fork tender. Once it's soft, you can mash it with a touch of salt and pepper as a simple side dish, much like mashed sweet potato, or blend the cooked cubes with a little broth to turn it into a warm, comforting soup, perfect for a cooler evening. Even the simplest version, plain roasted cubes with nothing added, works perfectly well. Here's what ties all three together. Apricots, mango, and butternut squash all deliver meaningful amounts of beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. The exact nutrient your retina depends on most for healthy night vision and long-term function. 3 different foods, 3 different textures, 1 shared purpose. None of these are exotic or expensive. They're foods you can find in any grocery store, in any season, for just a few dollars. The barrier here has never really been access. It's been awareness. So here's the full evening picture. A few apricots instead of cake. A handful of mango slices instead of cookies. A warm bowl of butternut squash soup instead of fried food on a cold evening. Small, enjoyable swaps. Not restrictions, not sacrifices, that quietly support your eyes in the background every single night. Here's one more fix most videos on this exact topic skip over entirely, and it might be just as important as anything you eat. Bright screen light in the hour before bed doesn't just disrupt your sleep. It keeps your eyes locked in active processing mode at the exact moment they should be shifting into repair mode. You're essentially telling your eyes to stay alert and engaged right when they need to start winding down for the night. Try this tonight. 30 to 60 minutes before bed, put the phone or the TV remote down. Dim the lights instead, maybe read something in low light, or simply sit quietly. You're not just improving your sleep quality, you're giving that nightly eye repair crew a head start instead of a delayed, rushed one. This one tends to be the hardest for people, simply because it's a habit, not a food choice, and habits take a little more conscious effort to shift. But even starting with just 2 or 3 nights a week makes a real difference. And it tends to get easier once you notice how much calmer your evenings feel. Here's the honest truth behind all of this. None of these fixes work as a one-time effort. They work because of repetition. One night of doing everything right won't dramatically change your eyesight. And one night of doing everything wrong won't ruin it either. What actually matters is the pattern, repeated consistently across months and years. It's a lot like brushing your teeth. Nobody brushes their teeth once and expects it to last forever. You do it daily, almost without thinking, because you understand it's the repetition that protects you. Your eyes deserve exactly that same mindset. Not a one-time fix, not a miracle food, but a small, repeatable evening routine that quietly works in the background, night after night, for years to come. And here's the part worth sitting with for a second. Most people will watch a video like this, nod along, agree it makes sense, and then change absolutely nothing about tonight's routine. The information alone never changes anything. Only the action you take in the next few hours does. So before you move on to the next video, ask yourself, which of these 3 foods are you actually willing to try tonight? Not next week, not eventually. Tonight, let's recap fast. Give yourself a 2 to 3 hour buffer between your last meal and bedtime. Reach for apricots, mango, or butternut squash instead of sugar and refined carbs. All 3 are rich in beta-carotene, which your body turns into the vitamin A your retina depends on. And dim the lights. Put screens away 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. That's it. Simple, repeatable, and genuinely effective when done consistently. No extreme diets, no expensive products, just small daily choices that add up quietly over time. 14 to 1500 hours, call to action. If even one of these 3 foods was new information to you, that's exactly why this video matters. Drop a comment below and tell me which one you're most excited to try. I read every single one of them, and I genuinely enjoy seeing which habit clicks for different people. Hit the like button if this gave you something you can actually use tonight. Not tomorrow, not someday, but tonight. Small actions taken right away are always worth more than big plans left for later. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next video continues exactly this kind of topic. Small, commonly ignored habits that quietly carry a much bigger long-term impact than most people realize, especially as we get older and these small details start to matter more than ever before. And if you've got a parent, a friend, or someone in your family who needs to hear this, don't just like the video, send it to them directly, right now, before you forget. Sometimes the people who need this information most are the ones who'd never go looking for it themselves. If you found this helpful, there's a good chance someone in your life is making the exact same bedtime mistake without even realizing it. And a quick share could genuinely be the reason they catch it early instead of years from now. That one share, sent in the next 30 seconds, could matter more than you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Vital Health for more simple health tips every week.